Welcome back to the YouTuber account. Is it over? Ugh. I'm very happy that we're back. We got a brand new story. Guys, now I'm brand boots. Munundo Mwari. First of all, let me clarify this issue. Izokomanezwa unofunga kuti kunaka ndokunotora mabhebhizvi chimbomire chimbodzika mire dzungu ngarimbomira handi ngarimbomira, otherwise vakomana vangone malooks avakawa handi tonyinga kumusha svo vatangopedza masports acho, otherwise mabhebhi acho kumusha kuti akutoziva mari, otherwise we're wasting our time because Money Mayweather is the one taking control of the world. Saka munhu ane mari ndiye akutonga. So let me start my story. I'd gone to my friend's house to play FIFA, right? We were about 6 guys. I'm sure I'm not gonna give you the names because some of them they're dramatic. So yeah, I'd gone to my friend's house to play FIFA, right? So we played FIFA, I think from 12 to around 4 p.m, right? So I had to come from 5th Avenue. That's where we were playing the FIFA, you know. Even though I was losing, I was enjoying, you know, because I was still an amateur. But then right now, I beat rough. So at our house we have a curfew, right? So because we're just trying to make everyone be at the same place at the same time, so that we avoid trouble, thinking that this person might be kidnapped or killed at 8 p.m. So we just make sure everyone is by the home place at around 6 p.m, right? So 4, 5, 6, I had to make sure I got home before 6 p.m. So I had something like 2 hours, 2 plain hours, right? So one of my friends had a car, but then he wasn't going in my direction. I was going the opposite direction. So I asked him, please, can you go and drop me off? Said I'm not, but then, hey guys, I'm too grateful about what I have. I'm grateful, you know, grateful about what I have. So you dropped me off by 4th place. Panafourth, Panafourth. Yeah, so I got dropped off Panafourth. Then I had to wait for my combi because I didn't want to go kuma mukati rank, because like in the rank area, combis are usually expensive. You get so whilst I was standing there waiting for a combi to come, a cheap combi, right? I reached into my pocket, right, to get the money, but then Maria shoot. I couldn't call my mom because I was sure my mom was not home, right? My dad was out of town. So I was like, I need to make a plan. And I have no relative who works in town. If I had a relative who worked in town, I could have gone there. So I was just like, hey, right. I got the plan deep because I had to make a plan, like a quick plan, because I had to go home. 6, that's outside. The time was now counting down, like 6 p.m. I think it was around 4:45. You got the plan deep. Then I decided, nah, this money is enough for paKADOMA. Per engine. paKADOMA paisa, guys. I guess the plan them sort, but then I had no option. I had no money. I think I lost my money. I don't know what happened. I think I chowed it, or I dropped it off in my friend's car or at my friend's house. Between those 3 options, but then most likely I lost it. But then yeah, I had to go and sit paKADOMA. So yeah, as I was waiting, a combi finally arrived. Yeah, and I had the right money, the correct amount. We got a paKADOMA, guys. So I got into the combi and went into that deep corner, like the seat behind. No, it's not like the seat, but then paKADOMA, but then behind the driver's seat. You get? And I was facing the people. We're just like, what's good? What are you looking at? Guys, the nyaro man. Aiwa. Maybe. Nakangugare pa mnangu tasani ise. We Tobias. The guys apanga kana chibaby chimrodira. Uzongonza takamona gara paKADOMA. So I was just checking out what's happening. Is everyone in here? Right? Everyone in here? So I was waiting, you know. I was like this, waiting for the combi to go, right? But then the people weren't enough. So I was just waiting patiently, just hoping no one I know would jump into the combi. Right? Imagine my mother jumping into the combi and then she sees me. So yeah, as I was waiting, right? So it had 3 people left. 3 people we wanted. Then hey, this other girl jumped in. So I couldn't see her because she was giving me her back. Then she went home. Then she also sat. Then she looked in the front. That's where I was sitting. Geliza. Guys, it was my crush. My honey boo. My honey boom boom boom. But then with the scenario, it was different. Chibaba takambotira kugara takadesu takatesa kumbiri kurikuenda mota kuti asationi, but akaona kuti aiwa I she'll get interested with that person who's looking in the front. So I just went over, look through the window, look sideways. But akaona nge sina plan in him, so we decided to do this. But then for how long was I gonna do this until we got to a destination? How long? That was the question. Guys, I was panicking. Tadap to honest ones. -10. Takamana agara paKADOMA. Right. Those who also ask me out. Ndakakona agara paKADOMA. -10 Tobias. So yeah, I had to make a plan. But then there was no plan. Guys, that was a long trip. I won't lie to you, that was a long trip. I would have appreciated it if I would have been happy if it was our neighbor in the combi. I would just be like, you know what, I lost money. But then if I tell someone like a girl who I like the most that I lost my money, she'll say, oh, number 1, you're reckless. Number 2, you might be lying. So I just went to until I got to our destination. But then guys, I won't lie to you, I beat myself again. That was the longest trip I've ever had in my life. It was long. Wasn't so when I started dancing, hey, beggar nyenge, hey, looks. No worry. Don't do nya don't hererik. Kuti beggar ite say, kudini. So guys, we go to our destination. So I jumped out first because I was sitting in the engine. paKADOMA. Guys, paKADOMA pay pizza. But imagine it was during the hot times, right? So you just go like fena to pay the book because yeah, pay the skin. But then we had no option. My crush had seen me down at paKADOMA, guys. There is no worse experience. My crush had seen me ndakagara paKADOMA. There is nothing worse than that. There is nothing. It would have been nice if she had seen me driving a Mac. It doesn't matter if it's a C class or an E class. But then ndakagara paKADOMA, the engine, behind the driver's seat. I was losing points very quickly. So guys, this meant that even if I was to get the chance to ask this girl out, she would never say yes. She'd say, oh, I saw this guy sitting paKADOMA. Imagine. So yeah, we arrived at our destination. Guys, I was sweating. Right? So imagine, I was sweating because I was nervous because I had seen her. And also because paKADOMA was doing his job. So yeah, the people who were sitting by paKADOMA, were 4 I think, were the first people to jump out. So I was ready. The nigga was ready. The nigga was focused. I just wanted to jump out of the combi, then I go home. Didn't think about it whilst I'm sleeping. But then when I just ndichingobuda mkumbi kungojamba panze pekumbi le. When I landed on the ground and I was about to leave, someone pulled me back. Like, then I turned around and it was her. She just said, aren't we going the same direction? Don't we stay in the same street? And I just went, oh, yeah, we do.